That's what it said, recording in progress. So welcome all to My Time to Shine. I'm very happy to see each and every one of you here. And I hope you're having a good day or good morning wherever you are. And Veronica, thank you so much for even popping in for a little bit. Veronica is the one who was waving. She has to leave very soon, but I'm glad that she came even for now. I'm just going to start screen sharing with you. I have a presentation ready, and so let's go. Oh, I have to do screen sharing first, right? Hold on, here. There we go. Here we go. It's loading. Now, here we go. Can you see this? It's just a welcome screen.
Yes, I can see.
Thank you. So just please, anytime at any point, unmute yourself if you feel like it. Say, ask questions, comment, whatever. Everything is open. It's a small group, so we can all just talk to each other. And after this session, I'm going to just adjust the recording, and I will going to post the recording and also send the link for the recording to you. So even if you have to step out, or like Veronica has to leave early, you're always able to watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end, and then just contact me with any questions or whatever you need to have. And I'm so happy to see, I think we're 8 people here, very glad. And chat is open. So write in the chat if you want to discuss something specific, or if you have a question. You can also chat with someone one-on-one, like if you want to send a message just to one person, that's also fine. And I know you probably all know this, but this is my first time doing a training like this, so I'm going through all these options. And first thing I wanted to say about this, My Time to Shine, it is for you. This is all just about you. I'm giving information that I have gathered, that has come to me, and I'm sharing things with you to help you shine. And now we're going to come to details later, but that's pretty much it. This is about you. And anything that will help you along the way, ask. I'm here for you. And let's start. If I can get this, oh, there we go. Overview. So introductions is first one. I'm just going to go through this overview before we go anywhere. And then afterwards, what is shine? Like I said, well, what is the definition? What is my definition of shine? I'm going to give a little exercise for you guys as well. And to figure out what is shine for you. And then the next one is what is stopping us. What is it? Why aren't we maybe shining or radiating confidence at the level that we want to, that we would like to? And then, let's see. I'm trying to make, here we go. Keys and basics of confidence. Now I've done, the basis for this workshop is because I developed an app that has a confidence programs in it. And I have come up with some keys and some basics of confidence based on my experience, what has worked. And I've come up with a formula called the JOY formula. It's very simple. It's just 3 letters. So JOY, JOY formula. I'm going to share that with you as well. And these are all tools that I just encourage you to jot down notes, take notes, write down questions that you need to ask yourself or me, and take everything that you need to take out of this workshop. For everyone, it might be different. I'm just trying to share as much as possible in these 2 hours. The next one is the TIM. So Tim, this is me. That is a little overview of the actual app and the programs within. Oh, then I have to click here. And visualization, I'm going to lead you through a short visualization. After which we're going to do another little exercise. It's called the quick write. We're going to do that. There's one in the beginning and then one here at the end, and we're sharing with each other. And then I have an offer because I do have this app for anyone who'd like to join me on this journey to go a little bit further. And questions and answers at the very end. Of course, like I said, anytime during this time, you can ask questions. You can write down in the chat if you have questions as well, or just unmute yourself, because I mean, this is a small group. We're 10 people at the moment, and yeah, I'm open and flexible for anything. And I hope you stay open and flexible this time, because, you know, I figured if you're a dancer, if you dance, if you use your body in any way, what is the app called? It is TIM, This Is Me. It's here, right here on the top. That is the app. So if you want to, you can write it down. I will also give you the link to the app and that website and everything later, but that's what it's called. So training your mind is exactly just as important as training your body. So whatever training you do, if you're training your body in dance, if you go out for a walk, if you're training all this, it's exactly at the same level that you are training your mind, because they are all together, right? You cannot separate one from the other. Introductions. So I guess, what is my story? What is your story and goals? What I'd like to do is, I'm going to tell you about me just a little bit, because some of you don't know me. Some of you know me from the past, and I'd like to share some of why I'm here and why I want to share this with you and why is it important to me. I'm Paula, and I am from Finland and originally, and I live in Switzerland now, and I have done a complete ballet education. I'm a trained dancer, and I've danced at the highest levels. But when I was maybe in my teen years and early 20s, I thought, I always believed that I was never good enough to become a dancer. And so that was a big thing for me. And through the years, now that I've come to my age now, I discovered, you know what? I was always really good enough. I've done all this training. All these people told me I was good. I thought kind of I was good, but I didn't believe it. And now I know I was always good enough. So this is actually the basic, very first reason why I want to send this message out there, because you are good enough at any time, anyway. And my story just went through a lot of different places coming here, and through many different phases in life. I went through a depression, and I brought myself out with the tools that I'm sharing with you, which is building confidence, knowing who you are, and trusting the process. Just trust that you are good the way you are, and you're going forward no matter what. So that's a very short version of my story. I could elaborate much more, but I think for the time being, I would like to hear at least some of you, since we are 12 people here, so 11 plus me, and I think some of you could also maybe share some of your stories. What is your why for being here? And if you'd like to I'm going to just stop sharing the screen for now during this section. Oh no, not new share, stop share. There we go. Let's get you all back. There we go. I'm sorry. This is a new thing for me. There we go. Now I see everyone. So who would like to share some of your maybe story, why you're here? What was the reason? What prompted you to be here in this workshop? And what would you like to get out of this? I thought at first we would talk about this in small groups, but since it's 12 people, I think we could do it just in one group, right? So who would like to share something of your story, and why? What would you like to get out of this? Ariana? Oh, Veronica, there you go. Veronica, you can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I started the 6-week confidence challenge program at a time when I was going through like a lot of anxiety with dance, and I was kind of getting in my head a lot. So I started the program to just kind of get me out of that headspace and make me feel like have a better relationship with dance.
Oh, great. Thank you. Does anyone else want to share what is the goal for this, for what you want to get out of this workshop today? Yes, Alicia? I'm going to get to every single one of you who raises their hand, so don't worry. Yes?
Hi. Yeah, so for me, I think it was just that I was struggling a lot with the confidence to maybe go to auditions and to start like leaving my comfort zone of being at a ballet school and starting to try and get like a job really as a dancer. So I think that I want to like just be able to trust myself more and be able to just be more confident in myself. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. I saw some other hand. Ariana. So, or Lily, I'm getting to you, Lily, next, but Ariana first.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ariana, and I wanted to introduce, this is my friend Abby, who
Hi, Abby.
yeah, I spoke to her about our conversation and about what you're doing, and she was very interested and like wanted to come and hear what you had to say as well.
Thank
But
you.
I think, I wanted to start doing it now. I think the first time you reached out to me was during Nutcracker, and it's a very busy time. But now that I'm on the journey of like, finding a job or finding out where my next step is, it's really important to, like how Alicia said, like trust yourself. I think is one of my biggest goals through
Yeah.
this, is learning how to trust myself personally. Yeah. I think
Thank
that's what-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lily, thank you. Yeah. Are you on mute? I think. Yeah.
Sunday morning, not used to being on Zoom. Absolutely, Paula, I'm here because I'm not a dancer, unlike many of your other attendees, but I know the importance of confidence. And I've gotten to know you quite a bit in the past half a year. And I just know all the work and research and effort that you put into not just the app, but the program. And I just think you have so much wisdom to share. So that's what I'm here for all that wisdom.
Thank you, Lily. Does anyone else want to share why they're here? You don't have to, like really. I know many of the reasons why you're here in general. And this is just to share like some of the more specific things like we heard. So if anyone else wants to share, raise your, oh, there you go, Lenzel, yeah.
So you and I connected the latter part of the last half of last year in on where was it, Instagram, and we were supposed to have a conversation way back then, but it never took place. But
Well,
of
here
course,
we are.
we kept going back and forth with sharing posts, etc., and liking each other's posts. So when I saw your message, I thought it was a good opportunity to I figured you're doing something, but I wasn't sure exactly what it is, and I wanted to be be in the know. So it's more like information gathering on my part.
Thank you. Very good, thanks. Anyone else? I see these like pictures with hands on top. But yeah, if anyone else wants to share something right now in the beginning of this, just unmute yourself. And otherwise, we'll just keep going. I'm gonna share screen this as we did before. If I find the right square, there we go. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm learning as we're doing. Oh no, this is not the one I wanted to get. Where is the screen? Hold on. I have to find the right screen. Sorry, this is like share screen. There it is. I want to share this. Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. Thank you. So stories. My why, I think I already shared kind of my why. This is the the very beginning, and it is I just keep going. And my passion is dance. My purpose is to serve people and help people. And this is how I combine them in this very workshop and in my app. TIM, this is me, that is the app. So this is in the App Store and in the Google Play if you want to download. But I'll get to this later, so don't worry about it yet. You don't have to like remember things like this now. What is Shine? This is the very first exercise, actually. See, I put you some shine there. I'm going to give you a little exercise. It's called a quick write. That means you don't have to pre-think. You don't have time to think. You have 3 minutes. And what I'd like you to write down is, first of all, it doesn't matter whether it is, participants raised hand. Do you have a question? Like if you raise a hand, I'm sorry, you have to like, if you need to ask a question, just unmute yourself and just ask the question. I'm here for you. Otherwise, just keep going. So the quick write is no worries about grammar or punctuation, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is for you. This is an exercise for you to kind of figure out what is shine for you. What does it mean? Shine like confidence or being there center stage in the classroom or outside in the world. Or anywhere you go, and you, like for me, shining is you get noticed. This is why we are here in this workshop, because I want to give you tools to shine, to show up, and people actually notice you. So 3 minutes you have to write down what is shine for you. How would you like shine to show up in your life as it is right now? And I'll give you, you can put bullet points or you can put straight out text. Like I said, don't worry about any kind of form of text. It doesn't matter. Afterwards, I'm gonna put you in little groups to share within the group. I think it's a little bit more comfortable that way and a little bit more organized. So are you ready? Or Segun, did you want to ask a question? You raised your hand. If you did want to ask a question, maybe you could just unmute yourself, because I saw you raised your hand. Okay. So, are you ready with your writing tools? I'm gonna stop sharing again so I can see you. Here we go. Are you ready? Hi, Abby. So I'm gonna start the 3 minutes. What is shine for you? That's your task. And I'll tell you when you have 30 seconds left, so you kind of know when to finish up. And you use all those 3 minutes. So go. Just keep writing. Remember to add, what would it be like if you had the kind of shine that you wish for? There's still some time left. just keep writing. Allow everything to come out of your head and get onto that paper. So there's a little bit of time left. Got now 45 seconds left. Thank you, Lenzel, for also sharing on the chat. It's also very good. You got 30 seconds. That was the 30-second mark. There are no limits. So really, not even the sky is the limit. Universe is big. I'm not going to do a countdown like a space rocket, but it's 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh, that was the timer from my phone. So put down your paper, your pen. And now what I would like to do, I'm going to put you in little groups. And because I think it's just more comfortable if you have only 1 or 2 other people in the group to share, what I'd like for you to do is just to share what with each of the persons. Like I'm going to give you 5 minutes time. No, 5 minutes to share with each other. First, introduce yourself, who you are and where you're from, because there are people from all over the world here. And then tell what is it that you took out of this writing? Like what came out of your head? What was the dream? And I'm gonna, then the breakout rooms, once there is 1 minute left, you're gonna get a note on your screen to leave right away, or then at least you know you have 1 more minute to wrap things up. I might pop into the breakout room. I'm gonna create, there's 12, so 4 breakout rooms. And let's go. Open all rooms. You just join and there you go.
As well. It's already almost 5:30. Hi,
Okay.
Paula.
Hi.
Yeah, I think almost 5:30. So we are using the same timing. I guess so.
Wow. It's amazing the difference in the sunset because you're so much further south. Yeah,
Okay.
that's amazing.
Okay. So can you come first? Can you tell me what you think about the shining thing?
Yes, sure. Paula, first of all, I want to say hi, Paula. I want to give Paula a big hug. Segun, I have known Paula for a very long time. Probably, I think Paula, it's over 10 years now, right? It's quite a while. I'm also a dancer, although I don't dance professionally. And like Paula, I perhaps could have taken that path, but I didn't take that path, which had maybe a lot to do with preconceived notions
I started a new program there with the director, and I'm currently enrolled in this program as a pre-professional, and I'm gaining new skills and working with Paula one-on-one as well, which is an incredible experience. So thank you, Paula, for that. And yeah, just learn from it, and then who knows, of course, use it if it works out in the professional career.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So I'm
Welcome back from these breakout rooms. I hope you had some good conversations. Yes, great. Thank you. Yeah, show like this if you had a good time. Great. I'm so happy to hear. You know, I had a good time popping in and out. I'm trying this new technology too, so I can just pop in and pop out. So that was really nice. So now that we've gone through the breakout rooms and we shared some of the stuff, I'm going to share what I had put down also for Shine. Now, I ask you to, you jotted it down. Later on, we're going to do a visualization. And maybe you will be able to build some of these things that you now put down about the Shine, and how would you like for it to show up in your current situation in your life, and use that into visualization. So that's just a little tip for later. We're going to get to that. I'm going to try to go smoothly into sharing a screen. Let's see if this could go. Oh, it didn't go that smooth. I don't know, but it will be a little less smooth. Huh? I'll get there. It just keeps, oh, there we go. Here we go. So quick, right? That was actually, 3 minutes we shared. Now, Google definition. This is something that if you come to the app itself and the program, I often use just definitions to kind of get a very clear, short description of some word. And Google says is give out a bright light. So shining, what is it? Giving out a bright light, like we know from the lamps, but it's also your internal shine, your bright light that comes to the center stage of your life. And wherever you go to dance class, you're on stage, if you go to work, if you go to drive your car, wherever you are, when you show up and you have your brightest lights on. And this is a very short and very descriptive definition of what is shine, and not synonyms. So other kinds of words that are the same is glow, radiate, beam, sparkle. So if any of those speak to you more than shine, use that. This is my glow. This is how I radiate. You radiate confidence, right? That's actually what it is. Your shine is how confident you are, what kind of energy you bring. You can beam, sparkle, if you like sparkle. And confidence is visible. Now, especially if you're a dancer, you are visible. That is the thing, right? You can't be dancing and nobody's watching, because otherwise you can't share that joy, that beauty of dancing. It is so visible every step of the way. You're in class, everybody's watching. You're watching yourself. It is visible. And even outside of the dance class, how you walk, how you come to situations, how you meet people, all that, it shows. And then the next thing is actually, like, we all know this, you know, that the confidence is visible and it radiates, and you can, you know, this is very important. We kind of agree, I think, that this is what it is. But then yet there is some little thing out there, and what is it? Something that is kind of stopping us from getting all the way, going all the way, showing all the shine we have, radiating the ultimate confidence we could have. Oh, here we go. Now I'd like you to, oh, there we go. Mine is fear. And I think it's for all of us. Even though I just put it out there, I think the number one and the biggest one of all, and it can, maybe a lot of the blocking things for all of us can actually be brought down to fear. Fear of something. Fear of failing, or fear of somebody's judgment, our own judgment. You know, we are the biggest judges of our own lives. And so, you know, we can also fear, well, we make like decisions based on things that we think we know, which we don't. So fear, even though the question already came and kind of the answer as well, I'd still like for you to, you know, just as I'm talking, write down what is it that you fear most. I wrote down some of the things here, like failure, criticism, like I said, comparison, like dance especially, you compare all the time. You compare yourself and the others compare themselves, and everybody compares everyone. So rejection, especially going into unknown situations, right? Anything unknown. You've never been someplace, you're a little afraid. Opinions. We're afraid of other people's opinions, that we think we know that what the others already think about. Now, this was a big thing for me as well. I know it's for most other people probably as well. Thinking that I knew what other people would be thinking if I did something that I didn't do. Like, do you follow me? Like, I didn't do something based on the fact that I thought that I knew what everybody was going to think about me in that situation in the future. And so I did not even try. This fear stopped me many times. And I'm hoping that recognizing this fear at any point in your life, recognizing the fear is the first step. You recognize the fear and you just go anyway. So what? What could happen? If you go to an audition, well, you have one experience more. The best thing that could happen, you get accepted, you take the place. What could possibly happen that would be the worst thing? Well, you don't get the place. But you went and you get your confidence up and you are proud of yourself for even trying, right? So these are the things that exactly what to do with fear. I kind of jumped into this, or any kind of emotion that's not helping you grow and glow, that's preventing you. There could be other emotions as well that are preventing you from actually reaching the point that you just wrote down in your quick write. How would that shine show up in your life? It didn't have any boundaries or any emotions. Recognize, like I said, first thing always with almost everything is recognizing it, right? You recognize your fear. You focus on something that you like or that brings you joy. Something, it could be even the smallest little thing that gets you out of that mind of, oh, I'm so afraid of this happening or falling or failing or them thinking this. Okay, yeah. And then you focus on something else. And then you move on. That's how it goes. You don't so not getting stuck in that fear that will prevent you from walking forward further or getting to the next step and the next and the next. Just move on. Let go. I know it sounds very easy, and it does. It sounds easy. Just 3 little steps. Recognize, focus something else, move on. I know it's not quite as simple in the real life, but if you keep repeating doing this, even in the smallest little things, and often if you keep doing this in a smaller scale first, like everyday life, I don't know, you fall on your face on the street, not a big deal if you don't hurt yourself, but focus on something that you like. Oh, I saw a little flower, I wouldn't have seen it if I didn't fall, right? And move on. You're not going to get down and stay down on that ground. You're going to get up quite quickly, I'm sure. And if then things like this that are not so meaningful in your life, if you then get to a point where it is meaningful, then you can use the same tools more effectively because you've already practiced. You already practiced moving on. You already practiced focusing on something else. So that always gets easier. So I just encourage you to just integrate it somehow, you know, recognize, focus on something else, move on. Even write those 3 things down so you can see, oh yeah, that's the 3 steps that I should take whenever something happens that is not really helping me grow and glow. And now I want to go like kind of the next step out of this are some basics elements of confidence. And this is not like a set in stone set of rules. This is something that I've done a lot of this kind of work on myself, and I don't want to keep it to myself. I want to share it with everyone, and this is like a set of basic tools and confidence elements that I have come up with that have worked with me. And I hope that by sharing this with you, we'll find some kind of points to attach to. So basics, yeah, there we go. Gratitude. Now the power of gratitude is huge. That is now my number one. Finding gratitude in any space at any time will lift you up, and guaranteed. You have the worst experience ever. You were in the dance studio, you were in the workplace, and somebody told you something bad that you didn't like, that like pulled you down. Now you have the choice either to stay in that pulled down mode or to try to get up, you know, move on with this as well. Finding little things that you're grateful for. Grateful for, you know what, my body is working really well today. I'm not feeling pain, or I came to the studio, or I came to my workplace, or I went outside today, or the sun is shining, or I really love the comfort of my bed, that I have a bed, that whatever it is. Finding gratitude, just one little thing even. You don't have to find a list of gratitude things, but just one, lift you up. The second one I have written down, is forgiveness. Now, I mean, especially here, forgiveness towards yourself, because you're so hard on yourself. I am so hard on myself too. And especially as I was growing up in a very strict ballet dancing world, forgiveness was not even a thing that I would ever, Maria, yes, self-compassion, that kind of goes in the same, yes. It's forgiving yourself for being so hard on yourself, first of all. You know, don't beat yourself up for beating yourself up, because you keep being, you know, we keep doing this. And it's even if you have these tools, even if you practice every day, you're still going to fall into things that you might even regret or not be so proud of later on. Just forgive yourself, move on. The same thing again, here we go, move on. The third one I thought was energy. Now we hear this everywhere, everything is energy. And it is true, everything is energy. You are energy. And we all are energy. So if you enter any kind of space, you are in charge of the kind of energy that you bring with you. Whether you bring an energy that's joyful and glowing, shining, and you know that spreads throughout the room you go to. If you walk in and you decided, you know what, today is just going to be a high energy good day, and it will be, and you will be able to share it with other people around you. And you won't be so pulled down if there are people in that same space that don't really share that kind of energy with you. And you are in charge. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into you are in charge. This is a big topic. I will get to it a little bit later as I explain the program in the Tim, This Is Me. Yes, I'm trying to read some messages at the same time. So sorry if I don't respond right away, if you're like writing something, or I'm going to go through all the messages you write. It's just, I'm doing my best here. Energy, my energy is up today. So I hope you have the same kind of attitude that you could go on. Great, Lenzel, thank you. You showed your thumbs up. So visualization, I find visualization extremely powerful. Now this is visualization is you internally visualizing where you want to be at a certain point. Now it's not finding the tools to get there, it's finding the point. This is how I want to feel at some point in the future. This is how I want to see myself, see the others, who I want to be around, everything. You visualize where you want to be. And if you keep doing and repeating this, you can also influence the kind of things that you eventually pay attention to that will actually help you go towards that goal, go towards that thing that you envision. Not holding on to it. It is not 100% the same every day. Today, your vision could be one thing, and then maybe a month later, you've experienced new things, you've met new people, you've done this, you've maybe went someplace else. Your vision or the picture at the end could be a little different. So there's a lot of flexibility, and it's all correct. So there's not like this is one thing and it's like a set goal and this is what I want to achieve. It's more like a big picture. More like, how do I want to feel when I get to a certain point in my life? You can do that for short term or longer term, whatever feels best. And I will get to this, we're going to do a visualization later, so you get to experience this. Journaling. I know maybe some of you already journal and you know the power of this. Journaling is powerful because that's a way for you to get things outside of your head. Using your own body, if you're writing, onto a paper where you can see it. And it will help you, give you some kind of distance between your thoughts and your things that you're, in your head. Get it out. Another way is like sharing with someone, but you don't always want to share everything with someone else. Maybe you just want to share it with your journal that nobody's ever going to read, So whether you're journaling, and I like to journal by hand. There's also, like, if you're not in a space to write down, you can always use there are apps and things that are, you can just talk onto your phone and it actually translates it into a text. And any kind of journaling, anything, any kind of method to take things outside of your head and onto some kind of other medium there, like paper. So those are my 5 basics. And then the keys, I think. These are my opinions or my personal experiences, is consistency, trust, and joy. I think those are 3 basic keys. Consistency, just keep doing, working on it, working on different things. You don't have to work on everything at all times. Gratitude, very good to have all the time. There's all kinds of other tools too. This is just the 5 basics. Visualization, whenever you want, whenever you have the space and time. Journaling, also not taking pressure, like I have to journal this and this much every day. No pressure. Do it as it feels the best. Energy, that you can work on all the time consistently. Maybe sometimes you forget that you're in charge of your own energy. Don't beat yourself up for that either. Forgiveness is the other one, right? But consistently work on things, trusting that it works, trusting that this works, because it does. So this is also moving on, trusting, going forward. And joy. Joy is the biggest thing. We want to have joy in this life. In our lifetimes, that's what it's about. Having fun, enjoying our lives, enjoying every step, no matter how maybe in the beginning it might seem like something is like a wrong way or a wrong step. No, just keep going and enjoy. Find things that you like, that you love, that you feel good about. Yeah. Now we come to the joy part. The joy. I came up with this. I wanted to come up with like some magic formula, maybe. And I thought, I'm very simplistic and I like to be short and simple. And joy only has 3 letters. That's short and simple. So joy, J-O-Y, we know in English. Where's the Y? There we go. So the first one is joy. So the joy formula, because I think this is so important. We often forget by doing things that we're just doing and doing. But what if you don't have joy in what you're doing? What if your heart actually finds joy in something else? Then why would you be doing the things that you just keep doing without joy? Follow your heart. Follow that joy. Find things that make you happy doing them, because then you can also be generally sharing with others, and you can make others find joy as well. The O is oneself. It's yourself, oneself. Focus on you first. That is so important. You are the one who's living your life and nobody else. You are unique. There is only one of you in this world out of all these billions of people. No one else is like you. So focus on you. If you find joy, if you focus on what makes you feel good, what makes you, light up your heart, that's so important. And why is your why? Why is it like, when it coming back to dancing, why? What is it that makes you want to dance? What is it that makes you want to become a dancer? Your why. Do you remember the moment that you kind of knew, okay, this is what I want to do? Or whatever else it is in your life, like that you define a moment or a time in your life where you said, this feels good. This is where I find joy. And your why, and coming back to it as well, like especially in places and times where things seem to be going a little bit off the track, just finding your why again. This is why I'm doing it. I dance because I can express myself through movement, because I want to share my joy, and this is my why. So the joy formula, you can, there's a lot of things that you can elaborate to and then find little details for your own life. But basically finding joy, concentrating on yourself and remembering your why. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about the app, the Tim, This Is Me, because this is like an introduction. Now, along with the information from this workshop, you can start shining right now. You know it's about energy, you know finding joy, moving on, all this. In the app, there's a 6-week confidence challenge. It's got a beginning and an end. It's the last 6 weeks with lots of tools and everything that goes with confidence. Some of it is specific to dancing. Some of it is very general because confidence is, for all of us on this planet. The other program is Keep At It. It's like a weekly subscription program that has weekly inputs, and then you have little tasks to do for a week, and then the next week there's a new input. And I'm working on Body Image Intensive, which is going to be another beginning and an end, like one thing about body image, because this is quite a big thing in the dancing world. And in the confidence challenge, there are like the basic elements, like we just went through: the gratitude, forgiveness. Each week is like basically 5 different inputs, 5 different seeds that you put in your head, and you can keep working on, and your brain never forgets, so you always keep this in your head. And the 5 elements we just went through. Then the next one is humor and having fun, because that's what I like. I like to have humor. I like to make jokes. I like having fun, not taking things so seriously, especially myself, laughing at myself, just take it easy, pretty much, that's what it is. Week 3 is my eye. This is now what, like I mentioned earlier in this workshop, I mentioned about into like finding your energy, your center, your eye, who you are. Who is it that you are within you that will always stay? Finding clarity and finding that trust, knowing that, just keep going. Just keep going. And my eye is kind of a big concept, because it's, even if you're a dancer, even if you're, consider yourself a professional in some way, or this and that in other ways, it's not all you are. What you are is much more than just that. And knowing that will give you an amount of confidence that whatever comes your way, of things that you can't influence so many things in your life, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. There are external things and other things, seed planting. This is how you plant seeds into your head to grow. So, and it's going to keep growing for the rest of your life. This is not something that will end at some point, maybe by the time you die, but, maybe you move on from there as well. And then the next one is Confidence in Dance Studio. Now, this is the week 4 specific to dance. There, I have a beautiful ballet teacher who's done some really nice things in this week, and also about finding confidence when you're on stage. Now, whether you're a dancer or not, often we are already on stage at some point in our lives. It starts in school. You have to do presentations, you're on stage. Finding confidence in those things, finding confidence in front of other people who are just gathered around you and you want to make a little speech at your party. That's being on stage. So there are a lot of things to do with that as well. The week number 5 we went is Body Image and Further Tools. Body image, because this is, and like I said, it's a big issue, it is an issue in the dancing world, because almost nobody in the dancing world is really confident and happy with their body, however beautiful they might be. Again, everybody is beautiful and unique. And especially as we go on, everybody can be a dancer, every body type. It's not just one, but it's just this, it is so important. That's why I touch it on, I think it's on 2 different days on the week number 5. And then there's further tools, because there are lots of tools you can use. And this week, these 6 weeks is not everything. The world is full of further tools, even further. Week number 6 is stage, because yes, that's where as a dancer you want to be. You want to be on stage. And then coming back to your I and your why. Knowing who you are, trusting who you are, and knowing why you do what you do. And each week is kind of like 5 days of input, 1 day of putting everything together, and then 1 day just journaling about it, because it is kind of intense every day getting something new. Oh, there we go. Now we come to the visualization part. Are you ready? What I'd like for you to do is just get comfortable first. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see. There we go. And just, drop your pen, your paper, get comfortable so you can, be in that position for a few minutes. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable closing your eyes. And then take 1 deep breath in, like really deep. All the air, and then let it all out so you can really relax. So your shoulders go down. You can even move your head a little bit to make your neck ease up, relax. And with the next breath in, you imagine yourself being in an empty cinema, movies, like you were going to go watch a film, but there's nobody else in the audience, it's just you. And on the screen, there's a film, and the film is about you. You are the star. You are in the middle, and you're looking at yourself. Now, this is you exactly 1 year from today. So January 16th, 2023, this is what you're looking at. And you look at all the things. You look at yourself, but you look at also all the things that are around you. Who is it that you're with? What is happening? Where are you? What kind of, are you outside? Are you inside? What is it that you're doing? And what kind of atmosphere do you see in that screen? With the next breath in, you get up from your seat. And with the breath out, you walk, and you can actually walk through the screen, into that space where you're at 1 year from now. So you're stepping into that space. Now you are yourself 1 year from now. Now you can get the whole picture. You can move around, you can walk around, you can touch things. What is it that you feel? What is the clothes that you're wearing? What are the smells that you smell in that space where you are? What is the feeling that you have inside of you? What is it that you feel? What is it that the atmosphere around you is showing you? Who are the people who are around you? Who are you sharing this with? And can you taste something? Maybe, maybe there's food around, or maybe there's some kind of special smell, and you can almost taste it in your mouth. Take all these little things in. You can move around, walk around, look up and down. And take in everything you can from this. You feel good. You've just achieved something that you were dreaming of. Maybe you are in the rehearsal space that you always wanted to be in. Maybe you're in a place in this world that you always wanted to visit. And who are these people with you want to share this with? So 1 year from now, January 16th, 2023. Now walk around, move your body like you want to move 1 year from now. And with the next breath in, you step back a little bit, and the breath out, you step back towards the seat that you were sitting on, and you start watching the screen again, but you take the feeling with you. The feeling of that place, that space, those people, those smells, what you see, what you taste, what you touch, all that comes with you. You take it into your heart. You look at that screen once more, and you feel so happy about this place where you are. Just 1 year from now. So proud of you. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, blink your eyes open. And just shake your body a little bit. This was a few minutes of nice visualization. How did you feel? How do you feel now? Did you take it with you? Is it like this? Great. I'm so happy. And so this is so powerful. I encourage you from now on to keep doing this. You know, the things that you see on that screen or things you experience in that screen, it's going to be changing. Your vision might change. It's okay. You know, every time you do it, maybe you find a little more details. Next time you do the same exercise for exactly 1 year from now, or you can pick any other time frame. If 1 year seems like, oh my God, I can't think that far. Well, pick maybe 2 months or 3 months, whatever is like, you know, doable for you. And if you want to stretch it, you can even do 4 years, 5 years, or whatever. This visualization, you know, it's not set in stone. This is not like a goal that you have to achieve. This is something you set your, how do they say in English, trajectory into that. And that's what you do. And so just look, falling, little pieces fall into place as you move on. So I hope you really enjoyed. I know I enjoy really doing this, and keeps me on the ground, even if it feels like, you know, it's kind of up in the air doing visualization, but it keeps me grounded, keeps me, my vision clear for me. So I can trust the process works. So let's screen share again. I know this is going to be the same process as last time. I don't know why. But now that I know, we're here. Oh, we went too far. I don't know how to go back. There we go. So what I would like to do now that it's very fresh in your air, well, yeah, in your air too, but in your brain, in your heart, is to do another quick write about this visualization. I'm just going to give you not many instructions, just write. What is it that you felt, what you know, the message that you maybe got from this visualization? I'm going to give you 3 minutes, like I did in the beginning, to write down. Are you ready? Let's go. It starts now. Remember, there's no right and wrong way to write. Bullet points, straight out text. Grammar doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter. Write down all the details that you remember from the visualization. Got 30 seconds left. So it's another countdown coming from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That was the alarm from my phone. Thank you, Lenzel. I visualize the relationship I will have, the lifestyle in which I will be living. Perfect. Exactly. And it's all good. Like you can do different visualizations. One could be about your work. One could be about your relationship. One could be about what you want to experience in holidays or what kind of places you want to visit. They're all different. There is no right and wrong. There are no limits. Like I said earlier, not even the sky is the limit here. Not even the sky. There are no limits. That's also one thing we all kind of have to learn to, there are no limits. Anything and everything is possible. So thank you for doing that. Let's do another. We have a little less people here now. A few people had to leave because of different obligations, but I would like for you to go to, I'm going to put you in 2 different little groups. That's okay. I'm going to stop sharing because I think even with this little group, we're going to still be more efficient sharing when we're in smaller groups. So I'm going to give you another total of 5 minutes of time to share. Now if you meet another person, a new person in your room that wasn't there before, remember to also this time introduce yourself and maybe where you're coming from, like where do you live and stuff. And let's do that. I'm just gonna recreate. There we go. So there's one room with 4 people and the other one with 3 people. You still have 5 minutes. So keep it short and simple and share, and remember that everyone shares. So I'm going to start the rooms now.
Paula? Yeah, sorry for interjecting. May I share a couple seconds of the insights from my group? I think it might be really good. Awesome. Thanks, Paula. So yeah, I was in a group with a couple of these peers of mine. I didn't speak this time, but I loved hearing the shares. And I think one of the common threads was they were just smiling, right? Smiling and enjoying the process. And I just wanted to add to that fact that, and Paula, I know you know this, but maybe everyone needs the reminder is if you're willing to think and imagine and enjoy and feel the emotions, the things you want, you're already putting that into motion. You know, you are already manifesting that which you want and bringing it closer. And so I just wanted to validate everybody, yeah, especially in my group who did say that and who did share that. I think that's why your app is so amazing, Paula, because it's just a little bit of work every week, but you literally through such a small thing, you know, it's not that time intensive. You literally help your students through the app, through the confidence challenge, manifest quicker, which I think is worth, I don't know, like what's worth it to you to get beyond that stage one day, like $40,000, you know, it's really valuable, right? So anyway, that's what I wanted to say, Paula. Thank you.
Hi, I don't really have a question, but I wanted to say like thank you. Everything you said really like spoke to me, and I'm really excited to dive deeper into all of these concepts and like really write more. Like really excited to get started. Yeah, this is a great way to start my morning. Like it really like did a lot of good things for me. So thank you. I just wanted to say thank you.